Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We provide fan-oriented and analytic discussions on a variety of animated shows, movies, and anime, currently featuring Steven Universe, Star vs. the Force of Evil, and Samurai Jack, among others. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Delaney Stovall.
Hey, y'all.
And Sam Quattro.
Hello.
Today, Delaney, Sam, and I will be discussing the Tuesday episode of this week's Steven Baum Dugout.
I just got that. It's a baseball thing.
I mean, was there? Okay, I get that part, but was that relevant to this
I don't
episode?
know why it's called Dugout. That's what I don't get.
I don't really know.
I don't know either, but it's baseball. Yeah. Huh.
Well, yeah, that is a term in baseball, but I don't think there was any baseball. The baseball episode happened like last year, Sam. That was
I know. It's literally
like the name Doug.
Anyway, we have coverage of Steven Universe all of this week for the Steven Baum, and for every new episode of Steven Universe, check us out at overlyanimated.com, or consider subscribing to us on iTunes at overlyanimated.com/iTunes or any other podcatcher. We're going to get into Dugout, but no other spoilers for later in the week. We'll have those podcasts up on that night the episodes air on actual TV, though. Although how many people are watching them on actual TV, we'll see. But Dugout, let's get right into this. So this episode, as a refresher, is Connie's dad, and they are staking out Funland. So Delaney, what were your impressions of this episode?
It was a good episode. Like, it was fun. Connie's dad is fun. Having Connie and Steven Adventures are always good. My fave, Onion, was in this episode, so I appreciated this. It was a good episode. I don't think it was like standout, but it was I think it's good. The end is pretty like, what the heck's going on, but it's good stuff.
Yeah, we'll get into Onion. Would you say it's a good towny episode?
Yeah, I think it's a good towny episode.
Yeah. Sam, impressions of this episode?
It was okay. I mean, it's one of those episodes where, it gets us from point A to point B, set up, whatever. I don't know. I don't really think it was that good of a towny episode, considering that Mr. Maheshwaran is not a townie. He is an out-of-townie.
That's fair.
Okay. So
he's an out-of-townie.
Well,
that's established. Connie was like, "Oh my God, Dad, what are you doing in Beach City?"
Yeah, you're not saying it's a bad townie episode. You're saying it does not qualify as a townie episode.
Yes, I mean the only townies are Onion. With Onion's like barely in it, and like PD is like.
Yeah, there's like a montage of them, right? I think that happens, yeah. Or maybe that's, I don't know. But yeah, I guess this technically, this counts. I mean, come on. It's a episode with non-gems. Non-gem episode is what we'll call it now.
Those are the only two categories we can have. Non-gem, aka townie, or gem.
Yeah. Or
that's a very black and white worldview.
I think people are going to get mad that we're not calling them townie instead of boardy. I never get this right, but whatever. They're the boardy episodes, apparently.
I like townie because they're townies.
Yeah. Well, townie's an actual term, but
I know.
Yeah. Boardy, I don't know. I enjoyed this one. I've been very frustrated by the boardy episodes recently, but I enjoyed Dugout. I'm always glad to get Connie episodes. And I just think basically everything that happened in this episode was very fun. Really, there's like no parts I didn't like. And they're relating it to the big mystery this week with those shadows at the end that we saw in the trailer. So it feels consequential too. Like, I feel like this is the way to do one of these types of episodes, tie it to something more consequential, if that's what a big frustration is with the show right now. Is that it's been like 20 episodes since we've done anything, but that's probably not true. So there felt like there were stakes here, because you could tell it wasn't. It was some, as Connie was like figuring stuff out while we were going, that it was going to relate to something bigger. And
stuff got serious real quick.
Yeah, good, very serious, and that gave weight to the more light interactions, and I also really enjoyed the light interactions. Let's start with Connie's dad, because I didn't remember that he existed.
Right, I didn't either. I was like, oh, right.
Do we know what, I think we figured this out before, but this is the first episode he's been in since, I think, season 1. Although
what do you call it? When Alexandrite first appeared and they were all having dinner, because
yeah,
they wanted to be like quote unquote normal for the parents.
Yeah. So that was in 2015, really? Is that true? It's only 2 years ago. That's kind of crazy, but, yeah, so it's, I didn't really remember anything about his personality, but I think he was good this episode. I think he seemed nice, and, I liked how he related to Connie and their interactions. I guess we got a, thing about he has like a complex relating to like Connie going off on space adventures, which I guess the Maheshwarns know about now. And
I guess that felt kind of weird.
That.
We've established that, but I didn't know that they knew in such detail, like that these were like actual consequential things. I feel like I was under the impression it was more of a typical parents to like supernatural kids. It's like yeah, sure, like that's what they're doing type of thing. But I guess they know that actual stuff's happening, and then his wife working a more consequential job than him, so we got into that for a few seconds, and I thought that was good, and how Connie reacted to it was good. What were your impressions of him, Delaney?
I mean, he was just like dumb, quirky dad. I thought he was fine. Like, he's funny. Like, he was a dork. It was funny that like he was like harassing Steven. Like, that was pretty good. And he was like, "Oh, I almost had him." Like, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the beginning of the episode. Steven's reaction to, him ordering off menu is illegal. I really like that concept.
Yeah, that was good. Also,
don't do that.
Any joke about the bits is just great.
Sam, should ordering off menu at places be illegal as an experience in this area? Okay,
so it's okay if the workers do it, because like we have to eat all that food all the time because free meal, and like we got to get creative sometimes. But for customers to do it, other customers are going to see you do it, and then they're going to want to order off menu, and it's just going to turn into a whole thing. So just
what's the difference? What's the difference between the off menu and the secret menu? Because
they're the same thing.
So
it's the same idea.
I know, but like, is the bits a thing that it's like, oh, other people can get the bits? It's like a known thing, but that's just Steven's thing, right? Isn't it just kind of a random thing he gets?
I don't know.
Well,
anyway.
Steven doesn't get actual food. He just gets he gets the bits that are left in there. Like, it's not a thing.
That's
because Steven's
like
dumb.
the thing.
Right. I think
basket.
I think it's not an actual off-menu item. Like, I think this is Steven's.
It doesn't count.
But yeah, no, it's the most annoying when you're online at Chipotle and then the person in front of you gets a quesarito, and then it takes like 5 minutes. And no,
I've never been to Chipotle.
Yeah, well, they have a secret menu, and it's don't order it.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Yeah, you should just go to Qdoba and you can get a quesarito, and it's fine.
We don't need it. It will take as long really for a normal menu items. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I enjoyed the beginning. Sam, what do you think of Mr. Maheshwarn?
I think he's cool. I don't know. Like, I wasn't really feeling like the inferiority complex, considering he's like an adult, and
adults can have feelings too.
I understand, but like, it feels like kind of silly to like have an inferiority complex in comparison with like your daughter. I don't know, but then again, like I would probably feel inferior as well. Anyway, yeah, I thought he was cute. I liked how he was like, the cool dad. He was like less strict than Mrs. Maheshwarn seems. Also, when I first saw him, I thought he was a pilot because like his jacket looks like his pilot jacket.
Yeah.
But no. He just got the flashlight security guard. Yeah.
Yep, that's all. And I like showing like multiple sides of Connie's life. Showing the, the strict mom, and we got into a bunch of stuff with that, and now we get into her dad in more detail and see her interacting with them. It just really fleshes out Connie's character, and, always great. Connie's presence in the episodes in any capacity, I think, is really good. What's our headline from this episode? So what's going on at Funland? Is that the actual plot stuff here? And we determine at the end it's Onion, except it's not because we see some shadows. Delaney, you're a resident Onion expert.
Yes.
Were you anticipating Onion being at the end of this episode? And is everything Onion's fault?
Okay, no, I didn't think it was going to be Onion. Like, at first. Like, I was just thinking it was going to be a mutant, or I hadn't seen any of the trailers for like Steven Baum.
Oh, so you didn't even see the shadows shot at the end? So
no, I had no idea about the shadows.
Yeah, so we'd seen that for a while, so that wasn't really a surprise. But yeah,
no, I didn't know. Like, when the shadow happened, I was like, oh my god, I'm like, what's going on? Don't take Onion. But like I wasn't like at the end I wasn't like surprised it was Onion. I was like, oh lol, it's Onion. But I don't think there was really any point where I was like, oh, it's Onion. Like I don't think I like figured that out. I don't think the shadows were meant to like I don't think the shadows were meant to like absolve Onion. Like I think Onion was messing around at Funland.
Okay. Yeah.
He could have been being chased into Funland, but I'm not sure if that was the case, especially because
Connie does tie the fabric back to him and stuff like that. So,
right. And and he does have a blowtorch. Like we all know he has a blowtorch. So and also like it was like a small onion-like hole and the shadows are much bigger. And well, like the one shadow. Yeah.
Not clear, but regardless, they're under the impression that it's Onion at the end, whatever, who cares. But the presence, is this a good or bad use of Onion, Delaney?
I think this is a really good use of Onion because, like, we always have Onion doing, like, sketchy things, and we all know Onion does sketchy things. There's never really any consequences for Onion. I don't know, I think it was, like, if we're gonna have a security guard, like, it makes sense that he catches Onion. And it was kind of funny because at the beginning of the episode, he was telling Onion not to loiter, and he was like, oh, they get younger every year, which is, like, even funnier because, like, Onion's, like, literally a child. And I just thought that was good. Like, I think it was a good use of Onion.
Yeah.
Like, he's such a weird character, and it works.
Yeah, it's, if anyone's, like, loitering in Funland, that's Onion's thing, so.
And I think he's a good device, too, for this mystery. Because if he was being chased, he can't, like, they're not going to understand what he's saying.
Okay, yeah. So,
and, so it's a way to, like, kind of, like, so we know there's shadows, we know something's going on, but, like, Steven and them don't know.
If Onion could talk, then the end of this episode would have resolved everything already, basically.
Not immediately, but like it would have been a lot sooner.
Yeah, we could have gotten his explanation, but no. So now we're all gonna die in the next episode. So good job, Onion. Any thoughts on Onion, Sam?
So okay, at the end of the episode, Mr. Maheshwaran just like drives off and leaves Onion to his own devices. Onion is like 5.
Yeah, why didn't you give him a ride? Like that was my question.
I don't know. That's kind of irresponsible.
That's your take on this?
Yeah.
No, I agree, especially considering what we've seen of Connie's parents. Like, put Onion in the car, fam. Like,
actual fam to Connie, yeah. So
yeah, like come on, irresponsible. Yeah. You're supposed to be a security guard. You're supposed to be keeping people secure. But I guess he only does it like by commission. So he's like a.
Would you want Onion in your car though, Sam?
No. I can't drive.
Okay, you're missing the point here.
No, it is relevant because I don't own a car and I can't drive, so he wouldn't be.
Would you want Onion right next to you right now?
Maybe not right now. I'm podcasting.
Okay, you're missing the point. No, okay. So there's our Onion discussion. I don't know. We'll see if he factors in later. I feel like we're burying the lead here with the disguises.
Oh God!
From Steven and Connie. Connie's disguise is Veronica Cucamonga, and she looks like Carmen Sandiego.
Yes, I was gonna say she looks like Carmen Sandiego. It's an obvious reference.
Cucamonga is a real place. Let's look it up.
No, I don't.
They say it's a reference to Veronica Mars, but I'm like, is Cucamonga a reference to anything, or is that just something they threw in there?
I don't know. I like Connie as Carmen Sandiego. I think
that was good.
Yeah,
it was quality.
Delaney, would this have been your disguise name?
No, mine would have been much less creative.
So you're just saying Connie's very creative, okay.
Well, this is just so funny, like, this is just, especially with, when we get to Steven's, like, I was just, like, flashing hardcore back to Avatar when they're going into, Amashu, and, like, their stupid disguises, and, like, their names. Because it's like, I can't even say it, like, it's, like, the most.
Bonzu, Pipson, Paddleopsicopoulos.
Pipin Paddleopsicopoulos or something ridiculous.
Yeah, this is the Steven Universe version. Nice. Thoughts on Connie's disguise, Sam?
Yeah.
Oh,
I never really grew up with Carmen Sandiego, so I don't really care.
You're missing out, and it's getting rebooted as an animated series.
Cool.
Coming up.
I never knew anything about it either. I just, like, recognized it and appreciated it.
No, you got. I
think I just got like a computer game out of a cereal box with her.
Yeah, computer games. Yeah, it's great.
But that was like in the first grade.
Okay, and Steven's. Here's our big discussion of the episode. Here's Steven's disguise. Pizzaopolis. Is that right?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
And
Mario.
He's supposed to be, and he's like, I'm Italian. And then Pizzaopolis sounds more Greek, says Connie. Which
Well, okay, they're neighboring countries, so they're both
I guess so,
Mediterranean countries.
I like that correction. So here's the big question. Why is this stereotyping Italians? Yes, right? Right.
I mean,
yes.
is it really a stereotype if they're making fun of Mario? If Mario's based on a stereotype, but like they're making fun of Mario,
well, Mario,
so maybe by
yeah.
extension, but like.
Well, the thing is that they don't really say Mario explicitly. He says Italian. Steven
No,
does
he's
say
wearing
Italian.
a hat and a mustache.
I
understand.
I mean, I understand that, but Steven says Italian himself. So I think they're inviting this discussion onto it.
I don't know. Steven has done like Italian accents before.
Yeah, I do think he has. Yeah.
Yeah, with like acting.
Okay, I'll give the hot take here then, since okay, we'll bring this out. This is very, very moderately offensive, very minorly offensive.
Yes. Shouldn't I be offended?
Yeah, you're the Italian.
Yeah, you should be offended.
I am the Italian one.
Yeah, are you offended, Sam?
Not really. I mean, like, I was thinking about it. I was like, I know, like, it's a little bit offensive, but like
on a normal show, this isn't even a discussion point because normal shows are offensive all the time. With the
and they make jokes like this all the time.
In these minor ways, it's not even a big deal. In the other, I mean, it should be, but like it's not even worth bringing up for some shows. For Steven Universe, though, a show that is actively moral and actively tries to be morally good, when it does things like this, it really stands out as bad. Like, why
the Italians are acceptable targets,
right? Why is stereotyping Italians okay, but the other things that we're taking stances on not? And to be fair, Steven Universe is more of a show like that is just diverse and isn't necessarily about moral things most of the time. Usually there's not like lessons to be learned, but there are occasionally, and it happened pretty recently with the Ally episode, which was very blatantly this type of thing. So when the show can't have that type of episode and then do these jokes, it doesn't work. It feels very bad. Like it's like why would you do this?
It doesn't make a lot of sense even in like they kind of sacrifice some of their mythology and world building to make these jokes. Like they went to Korea, like just Korea. They didn't like they just went to Korea's a thing, but it's not like a specified country. Like, and then but apparently Italy exists. Like what? So like it just doesn't make any sense to make this joke to begin with. So it's like I feel like that's extra bad. They sacrificed part of their mythology to make this dumb joke that is bad to begin with.
That's true. It does feel weird when their world map isn't ours. I think their response would be that some of the countries are the same, but others aren't. So I guess Italy is one of the same ones. But
how are we supposed to know?
Yeah, there's no way for us to know. So it does seem
we don't
weird.
even know if they're in the United States or if it's even a United States.
They are in the area where the United States is.
Yeah, no, we know that, but we don't know that. Like,
you're right. I don't know if they've called it the United States. That's true.
Yeah, isn't it? That's kind of strange, isn't it? That like the makeup of their country or whatever is like, you know, slightly different, like Delmarva, Keystone, whatever. But then they still have like Korea, and Italy and Greece.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't. I mean, again, it wasn't called Korea. Was in line with that because it wasn't North and South. It was just one thing. So
yeah.
But this is, I guess this seems weird in comparison. Yeah, it's not, I'm not like, oh, I'm offended, like, how dare the show do this, but I'm just like, it feels very disingenuous for the shows, when the show tries to do this type of thing. It feels very thematically off when they do this.
Also, it's such a typical thing. It's like, why did y'all do this? Like, why? It's not good. It's terrible. Stop.
I guess I get it because it makes sense that Steven would say this, kind of like, I mean, I think Steven is above this type of thing, but also like, it's silly like Steven would do. And it's like another, I guess he's 14. I was about to be like another 8-year-old kid. No. But yeah, so it's the type of joke a kid would make, but,
I don't know. I guess they thought more about it being like, you know, a send up of Mario than just like, you know, Italian, like without thinking about like the whole Mario is like an Italian stereotype.
Yeah, I mean, if that's true, they executed it badly by him saying Italian, but you know, whatever.
And they made it about pizza. Like if they made it more about like the plumber thing.
I'm not even convinced it was supposed to be Super Mario like. I think in the writing it might not have even been that at all. And then when they drew it out, they just made him look like Mario. Like I think
didn't they know that Mario's favorite food is cake? Like, come on.
Mushrooms. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
Well, I also like mushrooms.
Are you Mario?
Are you Mario?
I am Italian.
Yeah, I think we're uncovering the mystery here.
I've been like holding back. I really want to say it's a me, but like it's being offensive. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of that Tumblr post where it's just like Mario doing "Hello" by Adele.
I'm not familiar. I mean, maybe I am. But I don't know. I feel like I feel like. Anyway, let's talk about my other big takeaway from this episode, which was the Gravitron was featured prominently. It's called the Hyperspace in this, the ride that they go on. I have memories of Gravitrons. I just Wikipedia Gravitron. That is what it's called. Also known as Starship 2000, Starship 3000, Starship 4000.
It's just a thing where like it spins and you are stuck to the wall.
Stuck to the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if they have one in actual Funland. I'm not sure. But
I have seen this video, Sam. God.
Okay.
I've also ridden a Gravitron.
Yeah, memories of Gravitrons, Delaney.
So I remember trying to like move my arm and like just gravity.
Same. Or I try to turn and I'm like, I'm gonna be sick for the rest of the day. There's one at Holiday World, so like I've definitely ridden that one.
I think when I was a kid, this was like it felt like a huge deal, like a Gravitron.
It's at like fairs.
Well, I wasn't allowed to ride it until like I was at Holiday World and my mom wasn't there, and I'm like, I'm gonna ride the Gravitron, like.
Oh yeah,
because she didn't like rides. She doesn't like rides like that. So
I enjoy them putting those types of things.
I enjoyed the physics jokes.
Like easy.
Yeah, the physics jokes were good. It's like it doesn't work like that. Yeah, and then the thing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You know, they want to say that it doesn't work like that, but yet, Steven.
Okay, fair.
Steven, like
fair.
We'll revisit this at a later date.
Yeah.
The Steven Universe, the highly anticipated physics podcast.
Yeah. But does it work like that? I don't know. If you threw a thing in a Gravitron, would it float like that? I assume it would not. But I don't know. Any thoughts? What do you think of that, Delaney?
Okay, well, I'm trying to think.
I assume it does not suspend gravity.
Well, the thing is like, the actual being able to like throw it to begin with, I don't think that would be possible because the force of holding you against the wall, like you can barely turn your head. You wouldn't be able to throw anything. Like disregarding that, I don't know. You couldn't throw it, and like you wouldn't be able to generate enough force to even get it anywhere like far enough away from you. But even if you were, it probably would slam back into you though, because like that's how the forces are working. Like that's why it's holding you against the wall.
Yeah, I bought the one where it slammed in, but then he like throws it and it goes around in a circle like them.
No, that's not going to do that.
That's the one I don't buy. So
that's not going to happen.
Okay, so my thing is that he threw this flashlight and it like hits him in the face multiple times. How do his glasses not break?
That's a fair point. He did.
It literally just like hit him in the glasses. Like how.
He did seem appropriately punch drunk though when they got off the ride, which I appreciated. Because that's a heavy freaking flashlight, man. Like.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. So I enjoyed the Gravitron. I like that we use Funland as a vehicle for a lot of like I think this is one of the many things we've featured prominently in Funland episodes recently. Anyway, and the only other notable thing I have is Steven using his floaty powers to take him and Connie over the gumballs when it drops.
Yeah.
So
I appreciated that.
Yeah, I think we lose track of Steven's powers sometimes. So I think it's like if I'm Steven, I'm floating like a lot. Like I don't know why it's not floating more.
I wouldn't be walking. Like, why would I walk when I can float?
Yeah, agree. Anything else from this episode?
Other than like the shadows.
Yeah, the shadows. We'll see next time. Too many spoilers out there, and with all the episodes being released, we won't be speculating. We'll just be discussing the episodes themselves. But yeah.
Also, Delaney is not pure this week.
Yeah, I was disappointed. Wow. I had it all planned out. Next episode, I was gonna have Delaney make her finale predictions, but no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sam was the pure one this time, but not anymore.
Oh my god.
Ultimately, though, I get to have a aha, I told you moment.
Yeah, okay, we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see about when we get to that. Anything else, Sam?
Should I do a hot take cold food? Gumballs? Gum. You know what? I didn't chew gum for a very long time growing up, but then I recently started to chew gum, like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's okay.
It's okay.
But I only like fruity gum. I don't like mint gum. I don't like mint. Mint is no. Like mint chocolate chip. Why? Why would you do that to yourself? It's toothpaste. Stop.
Okay.
My girlfriend agrees with you, but that's about
Thank
it.
you, girlfriend.
I chewed a lot of gum like as a kid, and then I decided to stop, and now I don't.
And then you blew
anymore.
a bubble and it got stuck in your hair, and then your mom was like, no.
I
I
never
had braces.
I
had
can
to
never
stop
blow
chewing
bubbles.
gum, and I don't like it anymore.
Yeah. Okay, there
My
you go.
sister used to chew gum while she was going to sleep, and I'm surprised she didn't die.
That's a terrible idea. Why would you do that?
Okay.
My sister did.
Let us know your takes on gum and your takes on the rest of the stuff we discussed. Overall, fun episode, right?
Yeah, no, I thought it was funny, and like Connie's dad's great. Also, Connie's in the episode, so it's already like immediately better than like a lot of episodes.
Agree. Yeah. Sam?
It was okay.
Okay, there you go.
Also, my bro Onion.
Yeah, your bro Onion. I'm glad you cleared your throat for that, by the way, Sam. That was very important.
No, I had to clear my throat. You didn't want to be like, it's okay.
I mean, you said like 3 words, so 2 words.
Shut up.
Yeah, anyway.
Why do you have to be like this?
Check us out at overlyanimated.com. Consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you very much to all of our patrons, especially our patron of the podcast, Alex, aka Esteban Universidad. But and thanks as always to our patron executive producers, John, Ryan, Steve, and Alex. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about the good Lars. I'm pretty hyped for a Lars discussion. Delaney has her Onion. I've got Lars, so we'll do that. And yep, that's it. And thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.